Hello! Along with some friends, I'm managing a cat colony, and the pussycats really needed some new shelters for the coming winter season. So I had one of my ideas, and starting from a cat flap and a top loader model of an insulated food transporter, I prepared some comfortable single rooms. I bought the classic and cheapest cat flap, the model which just has two magnetic parts and no other special device for opening and closing. In the picture you see the parts contained in the package of the cat flap, and also the ones which I did not use, and also the tools that you will need. A crosshead screwdriver, a steak knife, a file, heavy metal shears. Start positioning the inner part of the cat flap on the bottom and on the inside of the shorter end of the container. Like this, the cats will have enough place to get into it and also curl around themselves once they will have got inside. Use the longest screws you will find in the package of the cat flap and push them slowly from inside to the external side. Doing like this, you will be sure to position the cat flap at the right height and avoid also to get into the top cover's way. Now that you have the holes in the right place, take out the screws, position the outside part of the cat flap, pushing the screws from outside towards inside, and measure the exceeding part of the screws. Take away the screws, shorten them with the metal shears, and use the file to remove the burr. This requires a bit of manual skill, and if you prefer, just avoid shortening the screws because the cats won't harm themselves anyway. Position the counterpart and tighten the small nuts. With a steak knife, now slowly cut the part of the EPP foam, paying attention to cut as close as possible along the inner line of the cat flap, but without damaging it. Be especially careful when cutting close to the area of the screws. Do not tear away exceeding parts of the foam. Use a file instead to remove exceeding parts and to clean the cutting surface. The cover fits very tightly, so to be sure to have enough air for breathing, I first use a small crosshead screwdriver to make a line of holes, and then a bigger crosshead screwdriver to enlarge the holes. I was inclining the screwdrivers while making the holes in order to avoid rain and snow getting inside. In case you should have made a mistake while cutting the foam, simply use EPP glue to glue the foam rectangle back to its place, and repeat the procedure from the opposite short side of the transporter. Well, you're done. Please remember to read the written instructions you will find under the video, describing also the dimensions I chose for the transporter and some more useful hints. This is the first video I'm recording in English after a long series of videos in Italian, where on behalf of the welfare association I founded in Italy, I'm talking about pets, showing my own recipes, along with some typical Italian dishes, and introducing special plants good for gardening as well as for cooking. Hope you enjoyed it, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching, sharing and subscribing. Ciao!